Good afternoon, students. I hope you all are fine, and moreover, I hope you study the history lesson 2. Is it no? Only 5 questions, very simple questions are there. Just study that and just study the evaluation also. Okay. So we are seeing the economics lesson. What's the name of the lesson? Production. Okay. So in the production, we had seen about the meaning of production in the previous class. Is it no? So what is meant by the meaning of production? Production is the process of changing the raw material into finished product. Factors of production is the input like sugar cane, machinery, labor, etc. And what is the output? Sugar is the output. Okay. So what is the meaning of production? Production is the process of changing the raw material into finished goods. Okay. See here. Next one we seen about the utility. So what is meant by utility? Utility means one satisfying power of a product. One satisfying power of a product is nothing but it's a need of a customer. Okay, what is the actual need of a customer? So utility means one satisfying power of a product. Okay, so what is the classification of utility? The classification of utility are of 3 types. One is the form utility, time utility, place utility. What are they? Form utility, time utility, place utility. So we had seen about the form utility. So in that form utility, if the physical form of a commodity is changed, then its utility may increases. Okay, so how the cotton utility will be increases when it is converted into the clothes fabric. Okay, so the demand and uses of cotton increases if it is converted into the clothes. Okay, there is a form utility. And place utility. See, if your commodity is transported from one place to another, then its utility may increase. Moreover, I said about the wheat and vegetable products, is it no? So while it is transporting from one place to another only, the need of may increases for that product. For example, if rice is transported from one place to another, its utility will be more, its need will be more. Okay. And time utility, if the commodity is stored for the future usage, its utility may increases. Okay, so for example, agricultural commodities which are used by the consumer throughout the year like paddy, wheat, etc. So we can also say the example of rice. Okay, so rice is producing only in the 6 months of the year. After that we are make it for the storage and we are consuming for the whole year, is it no? Okay, so agricultural commodities which are used by the consumers throughout the year like paddy, wheat, etc. are stored for the future use, its utility may increase. So these are the 3 type of utility. What are they? Form utility, place utility and time utility. After that we had seen in the previous class. So next we are going to see what are the type of production. What are the types of production? So there are 3 type of productions. They are primary production, secondary production, tertiary production. Okay, so what are the 3 type of production? Primary production, secondary production and tertiary productions. Okay, so primary production, basically we can say that whatever thing we are getting in natural resources directly, that means the raw material directly from the field, that is called the primary production. So from the farming, from the fishing, from the logging, mining, quarrying, etc. Okay, so the primary production refers to the state of activity in which natural resources are directly used. So vegetables we can say, for the agriculture, rice we can say. Okay, fruits, everything come under the agriculture. See the example, forestry. Okay, so cutting trees, wood, everything we are making from the forestry directly. Okay, fishing, mining, oil extraction. So these are the resources we are getting naturally from the earth, is it no? That is called the primary production. So what is meant by primary production? Primary production refers to the state of the activity in which natural resources are directly used. Okay, since here agriculture is given prime importance because it is also referred to as the agriculture sector production. Okay, so example agriculture, forestry, fishing, mining and extractions are example to the primary sectors. Okay, and next one. So moreover, we are having the primary sectors in our Indian economy. I need to say that. Okay. So Indian economy is a mixed economy. Is it no? Private and public sectors coexist. Okay. Next one from the type of production, we are going to see the secondary production. Okay, so the raw materials, we are getting the raw material from the primary productions. So that raw material is converting into a finished product. It is called as the secondary production. Okay, if you see the picture, you can see that from the cow itself, they are producing the milk and milk product, and after that milk powder and sweet, milk sweet, etc. Okay, so from the wood itself, they are preparing so many of the items. Okay, so these things, the process of manufacturing product by using the primary products as raw material is known as the secondary level production. So industries are given primary importance in these sectors. It is also referred to as industrial sector production. Did you understand that? Secondary production is otherwise called as the industrial sector production. Okay, so cotton, for example, I am saying that primary sector means cotton. Cotton we are getting from the agriculture resources, is it no? So cotton is a primary sector. That cotton is going to the cotton industry as the secondary sector, and the output is cloth production. Okay, that is the secondary product. The raw materials which is converted into the finished goods, the raw material which is converted into the cloth, it is called as the secondary production. Okay, so for example, manufacturing of car, clothing, chemicals, engineering and building, etc. will be come under the secondary production. So what are the production we are using by the machinery, that is called as the secondary production. Whatever thing we are preparing using the machinery and some other tools or machines, it is called as the secondary production. For example, see that manufacturing of cars, clothing, chemicals, engineering and building, etc. Okay, did you understand that? Apart from that, so the third production is tertiary production. So tertiary production, everything related, whatever services related excluding the primary and secondary, we are say it as a tertiary production. Okay, trade, tourism, transport, insurance, banking, education, health, defense. So whatever service sectors are there, everything is called as the tertiary production. Okay, so tertiary production is known as the services which are not visible. It's rendered by the teacher or doctor, etc. or to the economy relating the banking, insurance, education, health, defense, etc. are the examples for this tertiary production. Okay, so whatever services related to according to the industry and according to the sectors, it is called as the tertiary production. Service related production, that is the tertiary production. Okay, did you understand that? Okay, tertiary production is known as the services in which are not visible. Okay, so moreover, the service rendered by the teacher, doctor, etc. Banking, insurance, health, defense are the examples to the service sector. Okay, so what are the three types of production? Primary production, secondary production, tertiary production. Okay. So, I need to say the important point that the most of the gross domestic product GDP rate, our income rate of our country, only it's contributed by the tertiary sectors only. Okay, that means engineering and buildings, everything. Okay. So next we are going to see the factors of production. Factors of production. So what is meant by the factors of production? The first itself we had seen about it. So if we need to make the sugar from the sugar cane, whatever thing we need to need, labor, land and output, capital. Okay. See, factors of production means input for the production. Input for the production. So factors of production are known as the input of production, which are transformed into the output of products. Did you understand that? So there are two main division of factors of production. Okay. So they are primary factors of production and secondary factors of production. Just see the screen. I put like a chart. Okay, just see that. Factors of production is divided into primary factors of production and secondary factors of production. Okay, that means derived factors of production. So we also called it as a modern factor of production or secondary factors. Okay. So primary factors of production are land and labor. Land and labor. Secondary factors of production are capital and organization. Okay. So here capital is means investment. You all know about the land. Land means land properties. Labor. Labor means the workers. Okay. Capital means producing product. Whatever thing, maybe it's a money or maybe it's a investment or maybe it's a product or anything. Organization. That means entrepreneurship. A small ownership or small business, everything. Okay. So what is meant by factors of production? Factors of production are known as the input of production which are transformed into the output or products. Okay, so factors of production is divided into two types. One is the primary factors of production and another one is the secondary factors of production. So in the primary factors of production there are two kinds. One is the land and another one is the labor. From the secondary factors of production, there are two types. One is the capital and another one is the organization. Okay. So first we are going to see about the land in the primary factors of productions. Okay. So moreover, land means land. Maybe it's agricultural land or maybe it's a commercial land. Okay. So agricultural land, when it is selling, it changed into the commercial land. So moreover, commercial land is used for the construction purpose, housing, other things. Okay. Okay. So land means it's as a factor of production. It refers to all those natural resources which is provided freely to man, such as land, surface, air, water, minerals, forest, rivers, lake, seas, mountains, climate, weather, etc. Okay. So land include all the things that are not made by man. So you can see that I mentioned so many of the resources. So no, land, surface, air, water, mineral, forest, river, lake, seas, mountain, climate, weather. So everything is produced by the man or is made by the man? No. Okay. So land is a factor of production, refers to all those natural resources which is provided freely to man. Which is provided freely to man, such as land surface, air, water, minerals, forest, rivers, lakes, seas, mountain, etc. So land can take on various form on the basis of resources available from a particular piece of land, is it no? So for example, agricultural land, when it is cultivated, it's a agricultural land. But when it is sold and if the houses or any other mall or any other commercial buildings are built, it is converted into the commercial land. Okay. So we are going to see the characteristics of land. Characteristics of land. So what are the characteristics of land? First one, land is a free gift of nature. Land is fixed in supply. Land is fixed in supply. So the total quantity of land does not undergo any changes, is it no? It's fixed. Is it or not? The total quantity of land, whether it's changed, make any changes? No, it's limited and cannot be increased or decreased. But no alteration can be made in the surface area of land. Whether the land can be increased and decreased? No, it's a fixed in supply. And next one, land is imperishable. So all man-made things are perishable and these may even go out of the existence, is it no? But land is imperishable, it cannot go out of existence. Did you understand that? Okay. Next one, land is the primary factors of production. So in any kind of production process, we have to start with the land, is it no? For example, it helps to provide the raw material for industries and to produce the crops. Okay, it's a primary factor of production. Maybe it's agriculture, or maybe it's a industry, or maybe it's a machinery, physical work, or construction. Any other thing, it's a primary factors of production. Okay, and land is a free gift of nature. So man has to make efforts in order to acquire other factors of production. But to acquire the land, no human efforts are needed. Is it or not? It's not the outcome of human labor. It existed even long before the evolution of man. So man did not produce the land, or man not made the land. It's a free gift of nature. Okay. So land is immovable. Land is immovable. So it cannot be transported from one place to another place. Whether we can able to transport the land from one place to another place? No. We can transport the sand or some materials of the land. Is it no? But land is immovable. Okay. So land has some original indestructible powers. So there are some original and indestructible powers of land which a man cannot destroy. How means? The fertility of land can be varied, but it cannot be destroyed completely. Is it or not? So while the bomb blast, or whether it's a flood, or whether it's a waterfall, everything, the land will be the land there, but the fertility, but the outer existence will be changed, but the land cannot be have any destructible powers. Is it or not? Okay. Land differs in fertility. Land differs in fertility. So fertility of the land differs on different pieces of the land. Okay. So one piece of land may produce more and the other may be less. So it differs according to the fertility of the land, wealth of the land. Okay. So as a gift of the nature, the initial supply price of the land is 0 only. When used in production, it becomes the scarce and we are fetching a prices for the land accordingly. Okay, that is the characteristics of land. So we seen up to the characteristics of land. Okay, tomorrow we can see the remaining thing. So whatever thing we had seen about that factors of production, see. So utility, we are having 3 kinds of utility, types of utility, form utility, time utility and place utility. And after that, types of production, we are having the 3 type of production: primary production, secondary production and tertiary productions. So after that, we had seen about the factors of production. So factors of production is known as the input of production. That means which are transformed into output or products. So factors of production are 2 types. One is the primary factors of production and another one is the secondary factors of production. So from that, the primary factors of production you can need to divide it into land and labor, and the secondary factors of production need to divide into capital and organization. So totally factors of production is divided into land, labor, capital, organizations. Okay. So while it is asking in the 2 mark, you need to just draw this diagram, it's enough. Okay ma. Okay. After that, we had seen about the land and the characteristics of land. Is it no? So today we can finish it here. Okay. Just read the lesson and just mark the lesson, underline the lesson. Sorry, underline the one word and just follow me. study that. Okay, so remaining things we can see over in the next class. Thank you children.